What happened to us recently? What have you done? What have you been reading? What have you been thinking? I haven't been playing any games.
I know, like, we could talk about Backlog.
What about it?
Like how we have all these games, we never get around to playing them. I have all these comics, never get around to reading them. You have that pile.
Well,
Yeah, Bob.
we're gonna do what you just said. Here at the Wulff Den, we come up with our topics almost immediately, like when we sit down at this couch.
Except today.
No, I mean like we decide here at the couch.
Yeah.
Sometimes we come up with a topic, like in the middle of the day, we say, I want to talk about this that happened in the news, but today we had nothing, and you just said, our backlog. I haven't been playing games.
And I have a pile of comics, like, from the floor to the ceiling, 2 piles, basically, and I'm never going to get to read it.
He gets all the comics, and then he goes over to my desk, and he drops off the ones that he knows that I want to read.
Right.
And I haven't touched them, like, all year, pretty much. Here's a picture of my desk. Video games not so neat. Like, we don't have a pile for backlog.
Yeah.
We put everything away alphabetical.
Right, but it still just sits there.
It still sits there. Steam, forget it.
Oh yeah, no, forget it. And with PlayStation Plus, forget it.
PlayStation Plus, I'm just never gonna get those. I don't feel bad for missing because they're free.
Yeah, true.
I guess you're paying for the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
but yeah, for example, I still have not played Arkham Knight. Hopefully, by the time this video goes up, that will have changed.
Right, and hopefully I'll stop hogging the PS4 so you get
you hogged it all day yesterday, and I was all ready to play.
I hate to tell you this, probably gonna hog it all day tomorrow too.
Goddamn. I haven't had any time to play The Witcher.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because I'm probably never going to play it. Now that Arkham Knight's out. Next up is going to be Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I don't have time to play all of these games.
Like I keep jumping. Like I was playing Shadow of Mordor, and then I jumped to Alien Isolation, and now I'm jumping over to...
I'm just not...
Batman.
I just... To try to keep up with my backlog, I just completely cut things out. I have to prioritize things. Like I would be interested in Alien Isolation if there wasn't all of these other great games to play.
Right.
A big problem of mine is Destiny. I log a lot of hours into Destiny.
Yeah.
And it doesn't allow time for new games.
Right.
Which sucks. It's like a World of Warcraft syndrome.
And in the case of, like, comics, I'm trying to plow through. Because, like, if you collect comics, you accumulate them like that. I mean, they just come. It just happens.
So they're only $3 or $4. So
or if it's Comixology and there's the sale, then it's $1, and then
they're so cheap, but it adds up.
It does. It really does, especially like when you go to cons and they're all cheap and you just walk around. But anyway, so I'm almost done plowing through American Vampire. Almost caught up with that. But then the problem is what to read next. Because you'll start to read one thing, but then another thing catches your eye, and you're reading that, and then you finish that, so you go back to the first thing, but then you move to something else. And it doesn't help sometimes if you have, like, one issue of a book, and then you'll read that, and then you'll go finish the other thing, but then you'll go back to read the rest of the series.
It's so much easier to just read graphic novels.
It is.
To just wait for the whole thing to be out, and then just read it. You're not in the know, you're not in the conversation, but...
It does make things easier. But at the same time, how do you know if you like it or not unless you read the first issue?
You wait to see if everybody else likes it.
That's true. Well,
and a lot of times the first issue in a series is free.
Right. Well, I remember, because like right now, like I said, I'm trying to plow through American Vampire. But I read
from the beginning or no?
From the beginning, yeah. I'm borrowing my friend's...
Like from years ago, the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm borrowing my friend's books, so like whatever he's up to, that's what I'm catching up to. But then I read the first issue of this series called They Are Not Like Us, which was incredible, and now I just want to read that for the rest of my life. So, yeah, I mean...
It's difficult because with comics, they come out every week, and you only get to spend about 10 minutes with each, and then you have to wait a whole another month or so.
Right. But even like with trades, when you finally get the trade and like you read the whole thing, if there's another book in the series, you have to wait because it takes a while to come out.
Right.
I mean, waiting is just par for the course. You get used to it.
But imagine if you were playing imagine you were playing like 5 games at once. Because you're reading 5 different series at once, right?
Right.
So I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I could not do that. I only allow myself to play one game at a time until it's beaten.
That I usually do that too, but
and then Destiny's
it just got to a point where I had to, prioritize. Like I really wanted to play Mortal Kombat, so when that came out, I stopped whatever I was playing. Yeah, we have
Mortal Kombat.
And jumped to Mortal Kombat.
I haven't played that. I would have liked to have gone through the campaign in that. But
yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play Peace Walker. I'm at the same exact point that I got to when I was playing it on the Xbox 360, and I just stopped. But I love it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to now get through, in addition to American Vampire, trying to finish Brian Azzarello's Wonder Woman run. Just never get to it.
There's too much good stuff.
There is, and
if anybody out there complains that things suck too much.
You're not looking in the right places.
Yeah, you're not looking in the right place. There's so much good stuff out there.
Yeah.
We're complaining that there's too much good stuff.
There really is. Like, we just need to become better at prioritizing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, you have to really, become like a monk almost and just concentrate on one thing at a time. And yeah, with comics especially, it's hard because, books come out every week. You may be reading like a trade, but, the latest issue of Batman came out, so you got to go pick that up. You really got to, focus and set aside time, every day, or, just set a schedule to when you're going to get to the things you want to catch up on. Like, that's the only way to do it. Cut out all the superfluous stuff that, you're not really into.
That's why I don't typically play games that are, like, really bad.
Yeah.
Because, you see the reviews and people don't like it, or you hear like people talking saying that they don't like this game, and if enough people say that, I'll just be like, you know what, fine, I just won't play it.
Yeah.
That's why I only play the good stuff, because I know it's going to be good, and I know it's going to be worth my time, and because of that, everything's held at such a high standard, because I only play good stuff.
Falling off of that, if you only get the good stuff, you're going to enjoy your backlog that much more. So pay attention to reviews. Pay attention to what your friends have to say, what the people at the stores have to say. Make sure that if you are going to accumulate a backlog, make it a good backlog. Don't.
I would say every once in a while it's important to read or play something bad.
Yes. Yeah, I would say
important.
So. I mean, there's going to be inevitably something in your backlog that you don't like.
And also make sure you listen to all of the reviews and don't just look at the number, because you want to know why somebody thinks it's bad, because it might not be a reason that you care about.
Yeah,
like a lot of people are saying the new Battlefront's not going to be any good because it doesn't have any single player
or space battles.
And like, okay, now I know what to expect.
Yeah,
and I'll like it because I think I'll like it because I like multiplayer. So.
Also, try not to have a backlog that spreads across multiple formats. Because right now I have a PS4 backlog, I have a 360 backlog, I have
a 360 backlog?
I do.
Well, we do have Resident Evil 6.
And Resident Evil 6.
Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah. I have a physical comics backlog, a digital comics backlog.
Last Gen.
A real books backlog?
Doesn't count in a backlog.
No.
Last Gen is a garbage can.
Okay, all right. Well,
you just throw everything out that's in that backlog.
I don't agree with.
Never get to that.
I don't agree with that.
There's no way you're gonna get to any of those games.
You never know when that might. One day you'll be like, you know what? I kind of want to play Sleeping Dogs, or
10 years from now when it's retro.
Or you want to be like, hey, I want to read Watchmen. It came out 20 years ago, but you know what? I want to read it.
That's different. That's not technology.
Never mind.
I just keep buying things that I think look good.
That's another problem, compulsive
and
spending.
I know that I don't have the time to
Yeah.
read it or play it or anything.
Or so it. That's also another point. Just watch what you spend your money on. It's hard, especially when the things are on sale and they make things really shiny to buy. But just control yourself.
Like
maybe
if you're not going to have any time to play it, then why even bother?
Yeah.
For your collection, maybe?
Just really, really...
I mean, I get retro games for the collection that I know I'm never going to play.
You got to be careful, because, like, you know, if you're collecting just to collect, then you're collecting wrong, I feel. Like, you should at least, you know, play it or read it or watch it if it's movies we're talking about. You know, just to... Not the whole thing either, but, like, you know, just, you know, experience it just so that, you know, you put it in your collection and you appreciate it that much more, I feel, at least. You know, don't just collect things just for the sake of collecting. Actually experience what you're collecting.
Well, that's a little bit of a...
That's deep, I know, but...
Well, I mean, we always collect things that we don't experience.
You should at least...
That's the point of the backlog.
I know.
And
but I'm saying don't just buy something just to put it in your backlog with no intent. Like, try to experience. Like, when you buy a comic, flip through it. At least, so you can get at least see the
art. Spend your money on it. Okay.
Yeah, so you at least see the artwork of it.
One of these days, I'm gonna go through that backlog. I'm just gonna give you back a bunch of shit that I'm never gonna read.
Okay.
Because
that's
just how it is.
Too many hours in the day.
What do you guys think? How big's your backlog?
Yeah, let us know down below or anywhere on the internet if you want to send us pictures of your backlog.
Do it on Instagram. Tag us. Yeah. Look at that. We're doing social media stuff.
Hey, yeah.
Look at that. We're like
savvy.
regular gurus.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we got to stream like right now.
We do.
What
so
time is it?
It's
time to stream.
10 to 10. So like if you like, subscribe if you really like, share this video with your friends.
Thank you very much.
T-shirts on tpublic.com have...
Ooh. Wait. If you want to look at the stream we just did, you can watch it on Twitch.
There you go.
That's it. Shut up.
Thank you very much.
Shut up. Have a good week. I did it. I did it.
Here's what they look like as of now. All sporting radical redesigns to the point where I bet the average person can't tell that this is Superman. Just, you know, with a buzz cut and a lower power level. Hell, Batman isn't even Bruce Wayne anymore. It's Commissioner Gordon. And even he got a radical redesign.
When you go to the Destiny website, the first version that they try to shove down your throat is the Legendary Edition, which is basically just a Game of the Year edition. It comes with the game and all of the expansions. It's a pretty amazing deal for $60 considering just the DLC is $40.